Hey y'all, what's up? Ooh, my eyebrow. Y'all I just woke up from a vicious nap, so we're still waking up. Okay. So how is y'all's day going? How is your week going? It is Thursday. Yeah. How are you? Are you still kicking? You ready for Friday? Or are you one of those people that's just excited for every single day? Because that's the life I desire. It's not to just be out here and be like, oh, thank God it's Friday. Oh no, it's Monday. Thank God it's Friday. That doesn't sound like the life I want to live. And so I want to be thankful and happy about every single day. So for me, I'm just thankful that God, you got me through this day. It has been a long week though. I will tell you that. It's been a full week. A lot going on. Like I told you guys yesterday or 2 days ago or whenever that was, that we're in the process of hiring another video editor. So that has been fun, as well as another admin and stuff like that. Just a lot of things, a lot of growth moments within business stuff, which is cool and fun and all that stuff as you grow that you didn't realize that you would need when you grew. So, you know. Anyway, hey you guys, what's up? As you guys are joining, put your first name, where you're from, all that good stuff in the comment section so that I know who the heck we're talking to and that we can go back and forth. Okay? Go back and forth. Because otherwise I'm talking to myself. And that's no fun. So hey. Yes, you said so ready for Friday, but so grateful for God's presence and protection too. Yes, absolutely. And it's like that balance. It's like I've never wanted to live that life where I'm like, oh my God, thank God it's Friday. And then Monday's like, oh, like that. It's like something obviously has to be wrong if that is like my thought process every single week. Yo, it happens every single week. Monday and Friday comes every week. So that's my thought process. Hey, Sheree, girl. That's my thought process, and I'm like, until we get there, because right now, yes, I'm very happy for Friday. Okay, let me be real, but but until I get to that point, I'm like, I don't even know what to say, but I'm just ready to get to that point. Okay. But yeah, drop your first name, where you're from, something about your business in the chat section before we hop in. This one's gonna be quick, sweet, to the point. Oh, y'all don't worry about my TJ Maxx purchase over here. Just all up in the video. It's fine. Again, just woke up. We're still waking up. Okay. But okay, so pretty much today's video is about the fact that you may be making your marketing harder than it needs to be. And I really wanted to talk about the kind of the balance and the connection between your marketing and your sales, because a lot of people don't necessarily connect those two. They just want to see all these like growth metrics and things like that within their business, but they may not realize that your results are coming from the marketing that you're putting out. And so especially right now, and especially really in the future as well, like 2021 and beyond, you have to learn how to market yourself online. So that's why I want to talk about this, so that you guys are not overcomplicating your marketing, not making it harder than it needs to be, not burning out in the process. So yeah, let me know in the comment section if you guys feel like you've ever like just overdid it with your marketing, or overdid it, not with your marketing, but like burned out or overthought your marketing, overthought your sales process, stuff like that. Also, what are you guys currently doing right now for your marketing, for your to get the sales, to get the revenue, to get the results that you really desire within your business monetarily? And then we can talk about obviously the non-monetary things too, but I'm really curious about that today. Ooh, awesome. Sheree, you said interceding design, scripture, grace, gifts, and digital products. That's really, really cool. Ooh, can you DM me over on Instagram? I'll put my thing up on the screen because I would love to chat with you more. I just want to know like more about your business. That sounds really, really cool. Here's my Instagram handle up there. So yeah, I see y'all on here. Okay, so as you're on here, put your first name. Don't be shy. Thank you, Cheryl. Hey. Put your first name, where you're from, something in the chat. Let us know that you're here. This is a conversation. Want this to be a dialogue between us, not just a monologue with me talking at you guys. I want it to be us talking together. That's the joy of it being a live video, you know? So yeah. Okay. So a lot of times I hear that content marketing, digital marketing is overwhelming and potentially time consuming. So I want to break those two down in terms of time consuming and overwhelming. One of the reasons why you're marketing and why you may feel like that digital marketing, content marketing, hey girl, is overwhelming is simply because you may be overcomplicating it. You may be making it overwhelming. And so let me kind of talk you guys through our process that we use, and me and my team use within our content marketing. So we really try to make sure, hey y'all, there y'all are. Hello Cheryl, hey Ruthie. Hey Danielle. Hello, hello, hello. Y'all are here. Yes. Thank you guys so much. Like seriously, that means a lot whenever you guys are commenting, because I'm like, I'm just over here making a regular video. Like, why is this even live? I'm just kidding. Being extremely dramatic. But y'all know what I mean. Okay. Anyway. I forgot what I was saying. This is one of them lives, okay? This is one of those live videos today. But our process in terms of like not overcomplicating our content marketing. If you are going to be in business in 2021, then you need to be creating content online, period. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There is no workaround. You need to be creating high value content online, no matter what, if you want to see the sales and the revenue within your business that you desire and that you deserve within your business. So for us, we don't necessarily like every piece of content on different platforms is not a new piece of content. Most of the time, if we're posting something on Instagram, it's from either a past post, it's from a YouTube video where like me or my team picked out the different points from the YouTube video and then made it into an Instagram caption. See what I'm saying? So we have a whole repurposing process of what that looks like, which is why I say it doesn't have to be complicated. Also, we have a whole method called the Content Accelerator method that walks you through how to actually create high value content on a consistent basis and not burn out while doing it. And so that is the same strategy that we use. It's way bigger than what I can explain in this video right now. However, it really teaches you how to make content that hits the person where they are. That it's not just kind of fluff or how-to content. It's high quality. It's reaching them where they are. It's addressing their objections in the beginning before they can even ask or think about them. It's helping them understand where, like, first you have to understand where your person is. Where's your person? And then based on that, how do we make content that reaches them and helps them with that problem they're struggling right at that moment? Or that your business solves, when we say that. So not right at that moment. Your job is not to solve every problem that your person has. Your job is to solve one problem. One problem. That's it. Yes. Cheryl, come DM me over on Instagram as well. We can talk more about it too. I like to talk to you guys like one-on-one, and YouTube doesn't have that ability yet, So yes, repurposing your content is huge because I see so many people literally like burnt out from the content creation process, yet aren't doing any repurposing strategies, aren't actually looking at how do I allow my content to expand. And that's why I'm a huge advocate for YouTube, because if you create one YouTube video, that YouTube video can become Instagram. The YouTube video can become a podcast, an audiogram. 5 different Instagram posts can become like 3 different captions. There's a whole method behind our process. So it's not just something that you can just take it and throw it in there and hope it works. No, there's a whole process of what that looks like to actually repurpose our content. Yes, girl, yes. Danielle, you said, I learned from you to just keep showing up. Absolutely. Absolutely. Like your content marketing does not have to be as complicated as a lot of people make it seem like. Here's the thing. We want to know who you are. And so here's the thing. We talked about this yesterday. A lot of millennials, a lot of Gen Zers, a lot of like Gen X, everybody, like at this point, like we want to invest in brands and boomers to everybody. Like I don't want to leave anybody out. We want to invest in brands that support things that we believe and that we stand for, right? So naturally, like that's why you have a big push behind Black-owned businesses. We love to see it. We love to see it. I personally love to see Christian-owned businesses, and I will support that business if I have the chance. I will support the Christian business behind the not Christian business, simply because that's what the value that I believe in, and I want to see that business prosper. You see what I'm saying? But if I did not know that's a Christian business, if I don't know any like characteristics, details about anything about that, then I would not know that information to then use that as leverage to want to support it more. So what I'm saying is not just that, oh, you brand yourself as a Black-owned business or a Christian-owned business. You can be both and all above. But it's more so to say, like, how do you actually build your brand around your business that people are willing to get behind what you're doing? So not just get behind the t-shirts that you're selling, woohoo, great. But what's the bigger message that when they put on that t-shirt, what are they standing for? You see what I'm saying? Woo! Come with that heat today. Ooh, good question. Well, I'll take clips from one video. Are you doing a class on this? So within our YouTube Pro program, we actually have a whole process what? Detailed out about what this looks like. It's called our content, literally content repurposing method. And it's exactly how we do that, exactly how our team takes our content, flips it into Instagram posts, flips it into Instagram graphics, flips that into Facebook posts, live videos. We repurpose and potentially make the same video using a different type. There's a whole bunch of different things that we use. It's kind of like this circular thing to surround our prospects with content to help them and to provide value to them. That's literally our entire method behind this, is to not work harder, but to work smarter. And that is 100% possible. So yes. But I could teach a class on this. I actually want to teach a workshop in July, like a singular workshop, and that could be actually a really good title. So if you have any other like specific like that, like Ruthie, that was a really good one to just talk about repurposing. If you have anything else you want to know specifically, let me know, and we can possibly do a workshop on that in July. But the big master, the whole part of it is a part of the YouTube Pro program. And so if you have a business, if you're a product or service-based business owner looking to expand online and actually tap into new markets, like organically, then you need to be using the power of YouTube. And we teach you how to do all of that and more within the YouTube Pro. Which way am I pointing? But oh my gosh. Okay, right here, it's mirroring within the YouTube Pro program. That is what we walk you through. Great question. What was that? What else was I gonna say? Okay, so that's kind of what it looks like for us, of what it looks like in terms of repurposing, not overdoing it, not overworking. Like if I have a vlog that I do, maybe I'll chop that up into 3 different pieces and repurpose that in different platforms. Maybe I'll send that out to my email list. Again, this is a whole process, and I don't want you guys to just like, it's a lot. So you can take what you can from this, but I'm telling you, it's way more detailed, way more processed out, way more step by step within our program. You gotta create content that converts to sales. Yes. See, the hard part about that is, excuse me, Cheryl. Yes, that's actually a really good one. And I can definitely look into doing that. Actually, yeah. You know what? That would actually be a really, really good one. I'm not even gonna say, but that's a really good one. I was gonna say, yeah. Yes, that's a good one. I was gonna say, like, there's a lot that goes into that, so trying to make sure I can get all that in like a 2-hour workshop would just be my only struggle. That's all I was gonna say. But yeah, that's something. Ooh, I like that. I like both. We do both and. Also speaking of things that I'm just like, within our business, I want to walk in the spirit of both and, okay? Not like either or. And I want that same thing for you. Like, a lot of times we feel like, oh, we have to either do this or that. We have to be in one program or this one. Why don't you do both? Do both. And allow them both to work for you. Like, this is the energy that I am bringing. This is what I want. It's like that both and energy, okay? Good questions. I'm gonna get Christina, I saw your question. Danielle, I'm seeing your question. I want to go ahead and get to these other points just so that we can keep it congruent, because people will be seeing I'll be all over the place. But it's all right. So we're gonna answer the questions towards the end. Keep asking your questions though, please. Okay, what else was I gonna say? Okay, time consuming again, because we talked about how people think that your digital marketing or content marketing process can either be time consuming or overwhelming, or both. Again, time consuming is in terms of, it can be time consuming if you are duplicating your efforts and in the wrong place. So if you are only posting on Instagram and you're not tapping into the power of YouTube, then that could potentially be a time waste, big time. Because here's the thing, YouTube is the number 2 platform in the world, second to Google, who owns them. So technically they're number 1 search engine in the entire world. And if your business is not organically creating content on YouTube, then you are literally like, your competitors are kicking dust up in your freaking face at this point. And that doesn't always have to be like that. So that there's hope, okay? There's some at the end of the tunnel. But if you have not looked at getting your business on YouTube, you need to. And one of the biggest questions is, well, like, what type of content would I create? Like, you know, what if I get on there and nobody wants to hear what I have to say? First and foremost, what if you get on there and people love what you have to say? What if you get on there and people fall in love with the person behind the business, which is what we need them to do? What if those positive things happen? So just in case those were some thoughts that were coming up, I hear that a lot. Like, what if? Instead, stop trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. I don't even know if I said that right. But like, stop trying to fit that in there, trying to only use Instagram or trying to only use Facebook. If you're not using the power of YouTube and then repurposing your content, and building out your evergreen marketing funnel, which again is what we teach in the YouTube Pro program. If you're not doing that, then that's what's costing you time. That's the time consuming part, because you're also trying to create all these different pieces when you can really create one piece, repurpose the mess out of that piece. See what I'm saying? So yeah, just some food for thought. Okay. So yeah, it doesn't have to be overwhelming, doesn't have to be time consuming. It's really based on how you decide to show up and what platform you decide to use. Is Instagram a bad platform? No. Can you grow on YouTube or on Instagram? Absolutely. Is Facebook a bad, if I can talk, a bad platform? No. Can you grow on Facebook? Absolutely. Is YouTube a bomb platform? 100,000 infinity %. And can you grow on YouTube? Yes, way faster than you can ever go on Instagram or Facebook. It's a search engine. People are literally searching for answers to their problems on YouTube, on Google. So what if your video popped up in front of 20,000 people that were looking for the answer to their problem and your video solved their problem for them? Boom. Into your community. It's really like a no-brainer at this point. So, for me, that's why we're on YouTube. That's where our clients are on YouTube. That's where our program is built on building an evergreen marketing funnel, going from your YouTube channel over into your business, taking them from a viewer, first finding them online, taking them from a viewer and a subscriber over into an actual client with you or a customer. See what I'm saying? So yeah, think about overall, you need to be branding your business. Your business is not that you just sell t-shirts. What is the transformation that you're actually selling? What is the identity? Think about like Rolex. Think about Louis Vuitton. Are they just selling purses and bags and whatever else? No, they're selling an identity that you want to buy into. If you're wearing Louis Vuitton, I mean, you got money, okay? That you are doing well, that you like luxe things. That means that you like and you associate yourself with certain things. Typically, if you see somebody rolling around in a Rolls Royce or whatever, you're not assuming that they out there broke. Now, they could be, but you see what I'm saying in terms of the brand identity. What are you associating with the certain brands? You need to build a brand around your business so that same thing happens with you and your business. It's not just a t-shirt. It's a movement. You see what I'm saying? When someone wears that t-shirt, it's not just them wearing a shirt to get out of the house. It's them identifying with something that the movement that you created within your business. It's bigger than that. It's bigger than just a t-shirt, bigger than just some bracelets or some candles. What aligns with that? What will that do for them? You see what I'm saying? Okay. Y'all got quiet on me. How are y'all? Y'all doing all right? I feel like I woke up feisty from my nap. So if you guys are struggling with creating content that actually converts, and if you want to do this ASAP, because Cheryl, I don't know when I'm going to be able to get to that workshop. And also within the workshop, it's only going to be like a 2-hour session. So there's a way bigger process that we actually detail out within our YouTube Pro program. So if you are struggling with your content, struggling to figure out how to actually create content, valuable content that leads to conversions and leads to sales and leads to like literally people within your business, like, yo, I stick behind this person. I love this brand. I love this business. I'm going to support them. If that's something that you're looking to do, then I do invite you to apply for the YouTube Pro program, okay? And within our program, we have a method called the Content Accelerator Method. This is the method I was talking about. Taking them from levels of awareness, literally infusing sales psychology into your content. Because if you're not doing that, if you're just making how-to content, don't expect it to lead to conversions. You have to make content that actually converts and that aligns with where they personally are, that is addressing objections, that is getting past certain things that they're dealing with, okay? So that is huge. So again, I invite you to apply for the YouTube Pro program. I'm looking for 5 entrepreneurs and small business owners who are ready to tap into, okay, a new audience every single day using the power of YouTube and grow, of course, their online community, who are looking to actually get the actual revenue, get the sales, and get the attention they're wanting on their business, and do this every single day and utilize the largest search engine in the world. So we're going to loop it in. Google owns YouTube. Boom, boom, boom. It's the largest. If you want to get your business out there organically and not have to do all these random paid ads, expensive, and you're trying to throw $10,000 at your ads, it don't work. No. How you do this organically, free, okay? How you create free content that then pays you. You get paid as an influencer. You get paid just for putting your content out there. You get paid from affiliates. If that's something that you're really interested in, I encourage you not to drag your feet. on what I'm offering you guys, okay? So I invite you to apply for YouTube Pro. I'm looking for 5 small business owners, product or service-based entrepreneurs. That's what I'm looking for specifically, on who are actually ready to tap into the power of YouTube and to stop playing small with your marketing, okay? Our businesses are not just hobbies that we created just to have something else to do, all right? And if they are, it's time to flip that mindset, because your business is a business. It's supposed to be generating money and generating sales and producing value, of course, and changing lives. That's the whole point, okay? So if you're ready to stop playing small in 2021 and beyond, honey, it's time. Again, I have 5 spots. We've had several applications. So do yourself a favor. Don't hesitate and be like, oh my God, is this for me? If you have to ask yourself that question, most likely it is. And most likely you already know it is, but maybe there's a limiting belief behind that. So if you're here and if you're an entrepreneur, a small business owner with a product or service-based business, then it is for you, 100%. So there you go. Let me see. Good question. So yeah, you guys can apply at AndreaDenise.com/YouTube Pro. That is how you apply. So yes, let me know if you guys have any questions. If you have questions as well, feel free to DM me over on Instagram. My DMs are open. Okay. My Instagram, I'll put it back up on the screen for you guys so you can see it right here. At It's Andrea Denise is my Instagram handle. So feel free to DM me if you have any questions. But again, looking for only 5 entrepreneurs. So if you're interested, please do yourself a favor, review the application page and actually apply. At least do that for yourself. Okay, please. Don't like overthink it. Don't be like, oh my God, am I ready? Just, if you felt like in your spirit, you were like, yo, this resonated, then I truly do invite you to apply. Okay, question time. Let's see. I'm going to go from top to bottom on the questions. Oh, there was another question up here and I feel like I'm missing it. Okay, question from Christina. Christina, you said, when you repurpose content, do you ever find that people get bored with the content because they've seen it before on your other platforms? Is engagement still good with this method? Oh, great question, Christina. Thank you so much for asking this. So here's the thing when it comes to marketing. Just because you said it one time does not mean anybody heard it. Or just because you said it 2 times that you could have reached 3% of your audience or 4% of your audience or 20% of your audience. There's still 80% of your audience who has not heard that message. Another thing too is when it comes to your content, naturally there's going to be certain sayings, certain things that you repeat a lot, and people are going to be able to finish your sentences like literally. Like my clients are literally able to anticipate what I'm about to say because I say it consistently, and that there's a strategy behind that too. Like you want people finishing your stories. You want people like knowing what that's going to lead to, and they're like, "Oh my God, I know where she's going with this," and that's a good thing. That just builds brand awareness. So. Do I ever find that people get bored with the content? No, I've never ever gotten a complaint. People were bored with the content, and more so, things like, oh my God, thank you for this reminder. Like, oh my gosh, I heard this before from you. Thank you again for that reminder. It's more so like a thank you rather than like they're bored or irritated. So yeah. But again, like I said, based on what you're doing, and based on when you say it. So, for example, I may not be on YouTube at 9 a.m. when you post something, but I may be on at 5, or I may be on over here at a different time, or I may be at different places. So, long story short, what I'm trying to say, because that doesn't make any sense, but what I'm trying to say is you, like, think about how many times you see a movie advertised before you go see it, or before you're like, oh, I gotta see that. Like, think about how many times you see a product. Like, literally try to think about how many times you see a product before you actually go buy it. Typically, it's like 20 to 25 times, especially now within the digital age right now. So yeah, digital age, I sound so old, but like, like within like social media and people vying for people's digital attention. So yeah, you're going to have to repeat your message. So you just literally repurposing your content actually just allows you to do that in a more seamless, streamlined way. So you do need to be repurposing your content. Definitely. Great question. That's a really good question. Is engagement still good with this method? Absolutely. Absolutely. It is. Yeah, I've never had one person say, oh my God, you say this so much. Oh my God, I've heard this too many times. I've never, ever had that said. Like ever. Like not one time. Let me see. Great question. That was a really, really good question. Thank you for asking that. Danielle, you said my courses are selling. However, I feel YouTube algorithm encourages you to be repetitive. Do you repurpose content as a short clip? So whenever I talk about repurposing, there's various different ways that I repurpose. So I repurpose both on other platforms. So our program not only teaches you how to use the power of YouTube, but it teaches you how to use the power of YouTube to create the valuable content and then repurpose it on other platforms too. So if that makes any sense for you. So like just in general, like if you create one YouTube video, that can become an IGTV, or that could like a snip of that can become a little piece that you post on your feed on Instagram, or you can do a story that then brings people back over to YouTube. There's a whole method behind it. I don't want to shortchange you guys by just giving you like little snippets, but like I'm trying to give you as much as I can, and it still makes sense. It still is like it's something that you guys can go implement. That's what I'm trying to do, and not like cause any extra confusion. So let me know if you have any questions about that too. But yeah, so in terms of, and then when we repurpose YouTube videos into other YouTube videos, it's more of us looking at the past YouTube videos that we've done and looking at different options of how we can rendition it, how we have updates to that content, how we can take, a few points that we already had written out, already had thought out, use it in a different video. There's a whole bunch of different things, but I never will repurpose one YouTube video into another YouTube video on my channel, if that makes sense. Like in terms of the actual video, if that makes any sense. I was more so talking about taking the YouTube video, repurposing that into other content for different platforms. That's a good question. Let's see. Sheree, you asked, will a YouTube channel work for someone like myself who draws digital art and crafts gift items? Absolutely. Absolutely. My personal opinion, and based on what we've seen, we have clients in our program who are wellness experts, who are musicians, who are real estate agents. We have like online boutique owners, nonprofit leaders. We have so many different people that are making this work for them, because all it really takes within our program is that you are a product or service-based entrepreneur. So yes, YouTube will work for you. And quite honest, because here's the thing, no matter what, like I said before, you need to be creating content online. And the best way to do that, in my opinion and in my experience and based on what I've seen, even people who are, Instagrammers, you notice them migrating over to YouTube. There's so many people migrating over to YouTube knowing that they want to do YouTube and feeling like it's like this beast to understand, which it can be. It can be sometimes, and it can be a little bit intimidating. But it doesn't mean that that's a reason for us to shy away from it. That means there's probably a reason for us to run to it. But yeah, absolutely. That you draw digital art, yeah, you can do time lapses. You can do all types of things behind the scenes of how you create what you create. Help us get to know you. There's so many different content pieces I would love to talk to you about. And I think you could find really, really great value with being on YouTube. Great question. Let's see. Yay, good. I'm glad this is helpful, you guys. I'm glad this is so helpful. Perfect. So again, you guys, if you want to know how to actually, if you want the actual strategy, so if you want to go deeper than what we really went through today, which we went pretty deep, but there's a whole deeper level, like we are just at the tip of the iceberg right now. If you want to go deeper, then I highly encourage you to apply for the YouTube Pro program. Again, it's right here. Oh my gosh. It's right there on the screen. This thing like mirrors me, so I get confused. But anyway, it's right there on the screen. It's andreadenise.com/YouTube Pro is how you apply for the program. Again, I'm looking for only 5 entrepreneurs and small business owners in this cohort. So if you're interested, please apply quickly. Okay. I know you will be honest. I also noticed that camera quality audio is important, or is this just me? Danielle, this is your question. You said, I feel like people take you more serious when they see and hear a polished video. Great thought. Okay, so here's the thing about that. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to, yeah, you're welcome. Yes, you're so welcome. I'm trying to think about how to craft this response. There's various different things that I kind of want to tackle about this. Oops, sorry. My microphone's like hit it. Anyway, does video quality and sound matter? Yes. Does that matter more than your content and what the value you're giving in your content? No. And I want to make this very clear is because for me, I used to make the mistake back in the day when I first started. Oh, I just need a nice camera. I just need the best lighting. As long as I have that, it's gonna work. And it's like, but what are you talking about? Like, what, you know what I mean? Like, what are you getting on there? What type of value are you giving people? Like, and until I realized that, that's when things changed, not when my equipment changed. So if the question is, you know, one or the other, then content matters way more. You can have a bomb video quality, bomb audio, but yet the content you're talking about is really trash. Sorry. But it's like you're not really speaking much. You're not saying much. You're not really like you're not building that content that surrounds your people, that actually helps them and moves them forward in their journey and answers that one question they came to get answered. If you're not doing that within your content, your video, your quality does not matter at all. At all. Yeah. So, but what I will say is, as you grow, because I always say start with what you have until you can get what you need. Okay. So, or get what you want, pretty much, because you don't need the nicest camera. You can film a bomb video and make it pop like that. Okay, on YouTube, you can. Now, will your content stand out more, like with good audio and video quality? Yes, it will. But the thing is, the first thing we have to master is actually how to create that content that matters and that actually like gets people moving in the direction that they're trying to go, that actually solves their problem, that actually helps them. That's not just fluff. You're not just putting out content to say, "Ooh, I'll put out a video today," and it's like, but did it? What did it really do? You know what I mean? Like what was the benefit of the content? You know what I mean? So yes, it does matter. But here's the thing: I'm literally filming. Okay, I got this bougie mic. This mic is not needed, but it's cute. Okay, I'm just being honest. But I actually got this mic because my last computer was real jank and didn't have no microphone, so that's why I had a mic. Anyway, aside from that, I wouldn't have this microphone, and I have this webcam that's attached to my computer that I can move around. It's not attached to my computer. Well, yeah, I just said that. But so what I did whenever I first started was I started creating valuable content. As my YouTube revenue started increasing, as I started making more money through brand deals, through affiliates, things like that, as my bank account started growing, that's when I started investing in higher quality equipment. But I would not say invest in higher quality equipment until you feel like you have your content and your content strategy plan down packed. Because the thing is, you want to make sure that you still want to go all in on this. And you also want to make sure you're not falling into this, well, when I get this, I can do this type of mindset. Kind of like, when it comes to working out and you're like, yeah, girl, whenever I get this gym membership, honey, summer 2021, where are we? And then summer 2021 comes and you have the gym membership for 8 months. And you're like, what happened? Because so many times we think we're actually taking action and we're not. It's just because we think we need to get something. We need to have this one thing. And if we don't have that one thing, it's not going to work. Or if once we get that one thing, it's going to just excel for us. That's not true. That's not true. When has it ever worked? A gym membership don't make you fit. It doesn't. You got to go. You got to implement. You got to actually do what is required to get the results you want. It's the same thing here. So anyway, I know that was a very, very long answer to your question, but I do hope that helps overall. Because I know you're not the only person that asked that question too, which is why I wanted to give kind of more context, just in case someone else who's watching this or watching the replay has had that same thought as well, or had that same question. So yes, audio and video quality do matter, but it doesn't matter over the quality of your content. So master your content strategy plan first, and then as you're starting to make more money, as you have it, then invest in a better camera, invest in a better microphone, invest in those things. But also you don't need, I have tons of recommendations on the actual equipment you do need. And instead of that, because you don't need the nicest camera in the world in order to do this thing. That's just an excuse or an objection that you're like, oh, but I can't get, the 5D Mark IV. It's like, girl, first and foremost, you don't need that. Like what? Get this camera, okay, and let's move, okay? So a lot of times that's just a way to keep us stuck and stay where we are. Like, oh, but I don't got that, so I can't start yet. Oh, I don't have this, so I can't start yet. Oh, I don't really have the time, so I can't start yet. No, you do have the time. You're just not willing to make the time that you need to make in order to make this thing a possibility. So anyway, listen, I'm trying not to ramble, not even ramble, but rant is the word, because I hear that so many times. Well, but when I get the right equipment, when I get this, when I do this, when I do that, then I can do this. But why not now? I feel like so many people are like stuck in that thing. And it's like, okay, I saw this thing on TikTok where I thought was like really cool. And I didn't know where she was going with this story whenever she first started. And I was like, okay, girl, what you talking about? But it worked. It ended up working out. She was talking about how she has a kid who was eating, the kid had a bowl of like berries or something. And they were eating the good berries first. They were picking out the good berries and eating those first. And she goes, oh, Sam, I don't know what the kid's name was, but oh, Sammy, why are you eating those good berries first instead of saving those for last? And they go, well, why not, eat those right now? And then that way, like, what if I get too full in order to eat the good berries? And she was like, that was a really good recollection for her. Cause she was like, in life, we go through these things where we're like, well, let's just save that to what we want to do. Let's save that for after. Let's build this business. Let's actually take this business seriously in about 5 years. What if God doesn't grant you that ability? What if he wanted you to do this right now? What if what's the reason for your real procrastination? Are you afraid? Are you feeling like you don't have the skill set? Are you feeling like you don't know what to do? Because that's a different explanation. If we can get to the root of the problem, then we can actually solve the problem. Is it that you really don't have time, or is it that you feel like it's overwhelming and that it's overly time consuming and you're not willing to make the time? Because that's two things to address. It's not overly time consuming if you do it in the right way. YouTube. It's not. It's not. You can make it like way more complicated than it needs to be. But with a streamlined process, and that's what we provide within the YouTube Pro program, with a streamlined process, that's not an issue at all. Oh, my bad. Just knocked my phone over. So yeah, so it's just something to kind of consider, you guys. But I don't know. I am a retired procrastinator in terms of thought. And I'm just like, let's go after the life we want right now. There's no point of waiting. There's no point of waiting. What if we are not gifted that amount of time? What if we could have been building this thing up right now? In a year, will you look to everything that you did and you be like, yo, I'm so grateful that I did X, Y, and Z? Because here's the other thing. Is whenever I first started my YouTube channel, did I think it would turn into what it is now? No. But I'm so glad I had that experience. I'm so glad I have that experience under my belt to say, yo, I now know what to do because I made all those mistakes before. Now, would I have hired a coach to learn that real much faster? Absolutely. If I knew better, I would have did better. But I took the hard way so you guys don't have to. And that's why we built out the YouTube Pro program for you, for entrepreneurs, to learn how to actually market their business in a seamless way, in an effortless way, in an efficient way that allows you to actually get the success and the results and the audience that you want to get. Outside of you feeling like you're just like banging the content wheel every single day. You have to create content until your eyeballs fall out. Like, no, like it doesn't have to be that difficult. It does not. It can be simple. Business, it can definitely be hard sometimes, but your marketing and business overall doesn't have to be like complicated. It can be very simple. It can be very, very simple. So, anywho, okay, you guys, I hope this was helpful. I'm trying not to go get some ice cream because that's what I really want right now, but I'm trying to be good. Yes, I'm glad this was helpful, Danielle. Thank you so much for hopping on. Hey, come over and DM me on Instagram. I want to talk more about your business, as well as anybody else as well. Feel free to come DM me on Instagram. I promise I do not bite. Also feel free. I invite you to apply to the YouTube Pro program. Again, it is very, very important that if there was any part of this video that resonated with you and you're like, yo, I'm ready to take my marketing serious in 2021 and beyond, then this is the place you need to be. We teach you literally from step A to step B or step 1 to step 2, whatever, of how to actually build your evergreen marketing funnel to get people from viewers to buyers organically. You're not paying for crazy expensive ads, throwing it out and just see what happens. No, that's not what you're doing. You're literally doing this in a very organic, sustainable way. That's what we teach. We don't want you to just be in business for a year. We want you to be in business for a lifetime. Okay? So it's not this get rich quick scheme. If that's what you're about, this ain't the program for you. I'm not the coach for you. If you're into a get rich quick scheme, which I know y'all ain't, I'm talking about other people, okay? But yeah, so that's not what this is. This is a sustainable way to build and grow, continuously grow your business and get in front of new people every single day. You need to be on YouTube, okay? And you need a process and a system to create content that actually converts from viewers to buyers, okay? So I love you guys. I hope this was super helpful. Let me know if it was helpful. Come over and slide in my DMs on Instagram. I'd love to chat with you guys. Don't forget, okay? Don't forget, send me a DM. My Instagram is right there at It's Andrea Denise. And I will see you guys soon. So yeah, let me know what other questions you have over on Instagram. I also have an Instagram story right now that I have like a question box up. So if you want to ask me any questions there, that would be amazing too. Or just feel free to DM it as well. All right, y'all. Bye.